Hi everyone, welcome to the original B-17. Such nostalgia listening to that music. Oh my goodness, I loved it. Welcome to the main roster. Here we go. We can select our bomber. We've got 6 bombers here. Stormy Weather, 909, Short Stuff, Yankee Doodle, Oklahoma Okie, and Mischief Maker. Wow. Let's take Short Stuff and let's reset her. Yes, we're going to reset Short Stuff. We're going to take myself as the pilot. We're looking for Short Stuff, so... yes, she'll probably do. Pirate, no. A dog with throwing stars, probably not. Let's go for the blonde. There we go, and this is Short Stuff. Great, fantastic. There is our bomber. Let's select her. Look at that. The music. Oh, it's taking me right back to when I was about 10 or 11. Oh my goodness me. Crew photo. So this is where we can have a look at the crew on board Short Stuff. I just love how they did this. It's just so... oh my goodness. I'm having all sorts of feelings of nostalgia. So here we are, Taff. Born on the 6th of April 1911. Second Lieutenant, pilot. Missions completed 0. Our morale is fair. Excellent health. Medical is fair. Navigation is fair. Piloting excellent. Bombing is good. Gunnery is poor. And you can rename them should you wish to. And you can basically go through the whole crew here. Here's our navigator. Fair medical, good navigation, unqualified piloting or bombing, which is surprising for an officer. And fair gunnery. Our bombardier. Fair medical, fair navigation, good piloting, bombing, excellent, gunnery is fair. And our co-pilot, we've got Lou Hammerstein. Fair, excellent, good, poor, good. So we can always use the bombardier to rotate with the other crew members. Good, right, anyway. We're not going to do a full series. This is going to be a one-off video because somebody asked me ages ago. I can't remember the comment exactly, but it was, please could you just do one of the original B-17 crew missions, because it's, I think, just like me, played it as a young one, and just this roster screen is just bringing so much back. Right, let's check out the mission briefing. Look at this, animations and everything. Okay, 16th of November 1943. Force against target. Group to attack marshalling yards at Ames. Alternative target is power station at Abbeville. Takeoff 6:45 to 7:05. Dieppe to Amiens or Ames. 8:15 is 0 hour. Primary target 18,000. Secondary is 15,000. Bomb load 500 feet. Crew to attack marshalling yard at Ames. Turn from target left. Route home. Dover to bases. ETA to English coast, 9:15. Friendly activity. There will be no fighter coverage for today's mission. I don't ever recall there being fighter protection, to be honest, in this game. Enemy activity. Anti-aircraft over the target expected to be light. As always, the Luftwaffe fighters will be waiting for you. Okay. The map. It's quite a simple one. Flying down to Abbeville via Dieppe. And okay, that's enough of that. Recon, let's have a look at the primary target. So this is the marshalling yard. You can see the train track lines going in and out, and the various mishmash of shortest tracks and points in there. Okay, all looks good. Secondary is a power station. So it's going to be similar to, there we go, a large block in the middle of nowhere. We've got this whole road network in this big town here, so it's quite a sizable chunk with a few chimneys and a few other buildings around the actual site itself. So, oh, next to an airfield. Well, that should be interesting. Yeah, this can only go well. Good stuff. Right, so that is okay. Let's accept the mission. Configuration menu. Detail, we're going to set to high. Horizon is high. Time skip, 10 minutes, that's fine. Sound can be on. Turrets, fast. Difficulty, high. Landings, realistic. Bombs, historical. Ammunition, historical. Flak, elite. Fighters, elite. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Okay, this is Alchemy Tower. You are cleared for takeoff. Right, so this is from the pilot's seat, and what we can do from here is use the bracket keys, and we can look around the cockpit. So there we go. I'm just going to hand over manual control to or control back from manual to the computer. You can see the hand in the top left corner. Switch that to the computer. She's now got control. Starting engine 1, engine 2 will fire up in a second. There we go. And over here we have engine 3 and 4. And we start them going. Fantastic. Let's just bring you inside and show you what's what. Actually, before we do that, you can see the formation ahead. Those that kind of weird 2 dots in the sky. That's the actual formation circling around. And if we have a look over there, we've got somewhere over there's a couple of other bombers taking off. Any over there? No. Lou's going to gauge our speed as we taxi to the main runway now. This is the instrument panel and all our gauges, so we can use the bracket keys to switch over that. So this is what you'd expect to see. We've got all our gauges, we've got our climb, we've got our airspeed, we've got our altimeter, we've got all the engine manifold pressure and all that kind of gauges, temperatures, fuel, all the usual stuff. So that's all there. We've also got landing gear, brakes, and the wheel lock light on, which is cool. So that's obviously the pilot and the co-pilot's seat. There's not much difference. It's just sitting different sides of the cockpit, but it's all pretty much the same. We can switch to number 1, which is obviously our bombardier in the chin turret, and that is actually a bomber over there in front of that hangar, heading towards the target, or heading towards the runway. Yeah, so we've got quite a good view with the old chin turret in the nose, the old Perspex nose, which is pretty good. We can hand that back. Number 2, obviously the navigator. He's currently on the map view. If we switch to the compartment view, we can go in here. Very similar to the secondary. Obviously it looks slightly different, but the compartment view functionally is very similar. Now, rather than clicking on them to get the cycle of options, obviously we have them here. So we select the bombardier. We've got him on the chin turret. We can put him onto the Northern Bomb site should we wish, or we can switch him onto a cheat gun. So he's now on that cheat gun, but we'll put him back on the chin turret. The navigator, same as, he's on the map. We can switch him to his cheat gun, or we can switch him onto the other gun over there. Very often I bring the radio operator down here and stick him on the other cheat gun, so we have all 3 positions firing. We're sticking back on the maps for now. Up here, this is an arrow to move him between compartments. So he's at the front of the plane, so we can only move back towards the rear of the plane. This little square just brings up the various personal files for whoever of the personnel you have selected. Going to the pilots, obviously we've got the pilots and the co-pilots with their designated command seats there. And we have the top turret engineer with the gun up there. Again, we have be able to look at any of their files, and of course from here we can move forward to the nose or back further into the rest of the aircraft. Then we have the radio operator. We don't get the bomb bay, unfortunately, but we do get the radio operator. Oh, actually, what we can do, let's do this properly. Let's check out the top turret. Here's the top turret. You can spin it round. We're making our way to the runway. It's all good. So there's the top turret for you. We go to the radio operator, and we come in, and you can see his radio set here. We've got the log, which will record any radio transmissions. So obviously we've got the permission to take off. We can switch to radio, and these are all our options. So at the moment, all we have is we have a problem. We need to abort the mission, and we will return home to base. You should have that at any time during the mission, unless you've actually already sent it once. But once we get to within range, obviously we'll have switch to primary target, switch to secondary target, whatever. They will all be on here, very similar to the secondary game, or the sequel, shall I say. The ball turret, if we have a look in there, we can see we're actually on the ground at the moment, so we're looking at the tail wheel. We can spin around though. Look under the side of the engine nacelles with the tyre. We've got a bomber over there. We've got two bombers over there. As we rotate round, we'll put it back into position and hand it back. Then we've got the two waist gunners, similar to what you'd expect. Quite a good little range. You can just swing there 50 cal around. All pretty good. And then at the rear we have, of course, the tail gunner. Tail end Charlie on his gun, on his own, as we got a bomber taking off. Fantastic. Now you may be wondering what these black dots are. In early games, these black dots were to allow you to identify where the ground was. It's just a kind of a visual representation, so you get a feel for where the layer is. In just, between green and grey, it's very difficult to tell where the actual ground is. So that's just kind of to bring your eye out a little bit. Right, so we're coming up to the end of the runway now. We've got a bomber just gone airborne, and this one just beginning its roll down the runway. Okay, now she's turning. And we'll just get into position and wait for her to begin her takeoff. Okay, we are rolling. 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 50. Expect the tail to start coming up any second now. 70. Oh, there she goes. That was quite forceful. 80. Probably gets about 110, and then he'll probably pull up. Engine's going flat out now. 90. 100. 110 is usually what we pull up at. 110. Oh, yep, it's exactly the same. Oh, it's quite a harsh move, but the gear is being retracted. And she is up 60 feet, 120 miles an hour. We are still climbing 70 feet. Fantastic. Right, so we're going to make a move, climb up, get with the rest of the formation, and start heading towards target. So I'll see you in a little while. So here we are. We've got the couple of bombers that took off with us. And I think probably, yeah, we got 3 other bombers up there. So we got a flight of 6 bombers, all heading towards target. Good stuff. So here we go, just looking at the radio. So we can climb, descend, switch to secondary target, bomb on my command. We have a problem, we have to return, have to go it alone. We have a problem, we'll have to return to base. We have wounded aboard, please have an ambulance standing by. Mayday, mayday, we are going down. Oh my goodness, that's quite a thing to have on there. But so far so good. There are no enemy fighters that I can see. I can use the number pad to look around the cockpit as well, which is always quite nice if you just want to get a yeah, this was quite advanced for the day. Look at that. You can see the formation flying up there. As I said, this is probably, oh god, I can't even remember when I was playing this. Probably 25 years ago, the last time I played this. So, goodness me. There or thereabouts anyway, so a lot changes in that amount of time, but this, at the time, was just breathtaking. I know the graphics don't look much now, but wow. It was my first taste of real aerial combat in this kind of bomber formation style. It utterly breathtaking, and memories still with me to this day. Incredible. Watch out for flak and fighters. Okay, let's hop onto the gun. Oh, we've got fighters. Yeah, fighters. 4 fighters inbound. Stand by, everyone. Bandits. 5 o'clock. Here they come. Don't know what they are from this distance. These two are going faster, so you'd expect these to come in first. The controls on the guns aren't particularly smooth. Who's going to come in first? Oh, they're just hovering behind us. Oh, here we go. Here he comes. They're FW190s, I think. My goodness, they're coming in quick. Goodness me, this is hard. Oh, give me a decent frame rate and some easier controls. Yes, I can only move in one direction at a time, so it's either left or right or up or down. Unless, no, that doesn't work. Okay, damn. Okay, we got another one. Bull turret, 12 o'clock. Swinging the gun round. I see him. Whoa. They're all jerky until they get close and they load in, and then they go zipping past really quick. More 12 o'clock, some traces on the rear. Keep an eye on this guy over here. Okay, come on. 3 o'clock. I'm on him. They seem to be going for the top flight, which kinda is okay with me at the moment because I can't hit anything. Now, I don't recall. Oh, so much easier when a joystick works. Switching to tail. Here we go. Oh, so was close. Oh no! John Anderson is injured. Switching guns. We'll go and help him out in a second. We've got the gun coming in. We need to go and get the radio operator. Bandits 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think it's this guy. I've got him. Looks like he's coming in on attack on us. Oh, they come so quick. Right. Oh my goodness, we're down. And the radio operator, can you go? That's the bailout. That's the radio. You move back. Here he is. We want to first aid him, please. Good stuff. Right, navigator, come up. There he is. Now, Heal me, please. Good stuff. Right, we'll just hop on to the gun. 900 rounds left. Good stuff. Bandits, 8 o'clock low. Treasure fire's going over. John should be okay now. Well done, Victor. What about me? Where'd he go? Is he bugged out? Oh, here he comes. Oh, we got engine fire. Oh, we got one though. He's smoking and he's bailed out. Scratch one fired at 6 o'clock. We do have an engine fire. It's burning brightly. Right. Oh, there it is. Right. God, how do you do engine fires? Was it manual Alt 1? Boom. There you go. Fire extinguisher fired. Good stuff. Oh, thank you, manual. Good job is I've still got the big thick, see the smoke still billowing behind us. I've got the big thick brown manual of, how many pages is this? Huge little manuals used to get, huge manuals used to get, 230 pages manual. Brilliant. They were the good old days. That was half the weight of the product. The boxes used to be almost the size of shoe boxes. Huge. We seem to have got through that okay. They're okay. These three... sorry, those two and those three up high seem to be okay. Fighters seem to have bugged out. We have a quick look. Yes, we've got damage to the tail wheel, damage to the rudder, damage to the engine 1, and a bit to the control surface on that wing as well. Okay, not too bad. We seem to have come through that reasonably okay. We are okay. Now, let's get the navigator back on his station. Good stuff. And the radio operator will pop him back into the position. Cool. Right, so we're coming up to the target now. So, there's the target down there. I think we're too late. Okay, let's switch the bomb sight. Oh, manual bomb sight on. And I think... oh, we got some flak up ahead. Is it the marshalling yard we're going for? There's the marshalling yard down there and the bottom hand corner. I'm not sure if we've missed our opportunity to do it. D. Oh no. Let's open the... whoa, we got hit by flak. We're shaking around a bit. That is the marshalling yard there. We may have to go round again. Whoa, flak is quite ferocious. There we go. We're locked on the target. Do I have to do anything? I can't remember. Oh, we can have a look at the through the bombardier's window. Back to the northern bomb site. Ooh, we're getting shook around a bit. Oh, we've missed it. Chances are gone. Bomb doors closed. Bomb site inactive. Abort bomb round. We're going to have to go around again. Damn it. Right, navigator, give us position. What we're going to do, we're going to have to go around again. Not great. Okay, welcome back, guys. We've turned around, and rather than starting from where we began the last bomb run, we're basically attacking it from the opposite angle. So that's fine. We're back with the bombardier. Bomb doors are open, so let's take manual control. Bomb sight on, and you can see the marshalling yard down there. So we'll just get the bomb sight over to it before the flak starts erupting again. Now I think this is just a case of we hover the bomb sight over it and hope to God that it recognises it, and let's go left a little bit. There we go, that's fine. I'll centre it there. Oh, here comes the flak. Whoa. Oh, it's rocking us all over the place. Look at this. How are you supposed to bomb in these conditions? This is really hard. Bomb's gone. There's the bomb bay view. And just like the other B-17, you can zoom into the marshalling yard. Check it out. Look, we got some cranes, we got some trains, or some carriages there. Zoom out a little bit so we can get an idea of the destruction we're about to mete out. Well, we managed to miss everything. Incredible, incredible. Oh well, okay, let's not say anything. Let's just move on. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, we've lost a bomber. We've lost a bomber from up top. Where's she gone? Can we see her? Is she down? You see that we bombed that target down there. It hasn't gone particularly well. Oh, and there's the black smoke of a bomber going down behind us. What we can do is, hopefully, can we... There's 1, 2... Oh, we're just gone out of range. There's a few parachutes from her anyway, so... Hopefully the crew are able to get out. Look at her go down, burning in flame. Whoa, that was a close. This flak is getting close. Oh, and it's over. How are we done? Engine 4 is looking a bit damaged. That's taken a bit of a pang as well. But so far, so good. We are holding in there. Right, we have a quick look. We've got to go... Oh, bandits! Right, what we're going to do is just going to grab him and switch him. Move him into the bomb bay. Move him into the cockpit. Move him into the front gun. Hop on that gun there. Navigator, hop on that gun there. Good stuff. Right. So we got 1 going low, 2 high. Where's the other one? Ball turret, 5 o'clock low. Don't see him. Three o'clock low. He's coming in there. I can see him. Oh, we're getting taken some fire. Oh. Okay, we got a bomber. Oh, sorry, a fighter zipping around behind the bomber here. Starboard, cheat gun, bandits, 10 o'clock. Got two at 8 though. 11 o'clock. I see them. There he goes diving away. You know, you had the German fighters always had a lighter tracer on their guns, so you could always tell which way the tracer fire was going, which is always good fun. And actually, I don't think the other aircraft fire back. I think it's just they are just basically ghost aircraft to soak up a bit of punishment. I think we're the only one who physically defends the squadron. Okay, we got 3 of them in shot now. There we go, he's going high. He's coming low. Whoa. It's really hard. It's really hard with the old controllers. The old keyboard, sorry, without a controller. 8 o'clock. I see him. Save the ammo, only 700 rounds left. Here we go, this is going to be painful. Damn it! How do we not get him? Switching to... Oh! The tail, look, the tail turret's been hit, so we need him to free it up. So we can get the that unjammed. And we got the co-pilot down. Got a fighter down there by the river. We got another one hopping up there. It's an air base down there. It's probably their home base, isn't it? Let's hop onto the top turret and cover the rear, because obviously we know. No, we got a bomber smoking. The tail turret is unjammed. Good stuff. Has he popped in it? Hopefully. Oh my goodness! Look at me. Got blood pouring down from my head. Hop on the tail. 600 rounds left. Okay, we've got 3 fighters. Oh, here we go. This is going to be messy. Damn it. The problem is there's just such a big one press, and there's such a big difference in the movement of one press on the keypad. It's not like a smooth action like you can get with a joystick or something like that. Oh, he's disappeared. Well, the fighter's bugging out. That would be super awesome if they were. Let's have a look. Oh, his number 2 engine's on fire. Oh, just remember something. Holding down shift will track the target. Oh, I knew there must have been an easier way of doing this. Oh, why have I only just remembered that? Oh, that could have been useful, like... Oh no. There goes the bomber. 1, 2. Count the shoots. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7. 8. 9. 10. Good stuff. Fighters, 2 o'clock. Okay, I can't get to them. Engine 1 is losing oil. Oh yeah, shift, that was it. We got a smoking bomber up there. Oh, shift. If only I'd have... See, they thought of everything. It gives it like a rudimentary tracking of the target, which is fantastic. Right, what we don't want is that bomber to have any further issues and come down and attack us. There's only 4 of us left, for heaven's sake. What are you doing, Sunshine? Switching to ball turret. He's got 500 rounds left. Yeah, so if we hold shift, it tracks the target and we can make fine adjustments to it. Ah, oh, that'd have been good to remember earlier. Maybe bugging out. There's that bomber down there. Yep, he has disappeared. Good stuff. Right, let's get me healed up. Navigator, get onto the map so you know where you're going. Oh, the guns are jammed, and he's been on the Northern Bomb site all this time. Oh, for heaven's sake. You forget that you got to do these things. Right, let's heal me. Okay. Oh, that was okay. Back into action. Everything else appears to be okay. The rear is okay. Right, let's get you back on your radio. Good stuff. And engine 1 is losing oil. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, engine 1's losing oil. We're also losing fuel from tanks 2 and 4 or 3. And everything is starting to go a little bit red. So, yeah, we're not. It's not terrible. Don't worry. Don't panic too much. It's not great, but it's not the worst either. That bomber is still going strong. Go on, use your extinguisher. Put it out. The good thing about this game is that if you've used your extinguisher up, you can dive, and speeds in excess of 100 and something miles an hour. You got a chance of putting the fire out by starving it of oxygen, which is always good fun. Especially, you know, you're talking, what was it, early 1990, 91, where the Memphis Belle film came out, and they did that in the film, and that was, yeah, that was always fantastic, having to do that to save the crew and the bomber. Right, things have seemed to have calmed down. We've got this North Sea over there, or the English Channel, should I say. So, yeah, we're going to press on, and hopefully no more challenges, and we can get this aircraft back to base. Hi guys, we got a bit of an issue. We got engine 1 is on fire. So, what we can do is Alt 1. Oh, we've already used the extinguisher. Hang on. Yes, we have. Okay. We're going to have to dive to put out this fire. Wingman, your lead plane. Oh my goodness, that is the line from Memphis Belle. So we're going to start to dive. Fuel leak has cut our range down to 1,080 meters. That's fine. We're going to... Obviously, the faster we go, we're losing formation. That's fine. We're going to try and put out this fire with a dive. Thanks, Lou. Stop trying to calculate our fuel. We need to get this fire out. Speed 360 miles an hour. 370. Fire is out. Oh, pull back, slow down. Oh. Well done, boys. There we go. Did I say 100 earlier? Yeah, sorry, I meant 300 and something. We'll give it back. Oh! So there we go. I was just talking about it a while ago. That caught fire. So engine 1 is out. How do we feather the engine now? That is something I can't remember, so I am just skipping through the manual now to see if I can find the key to set the engine to feather. The other 3 engines look fine. Of course, we used the fire extinguisher on engine 1 earlier when we had the fighter attack. So, well, I don't think it's got feather as such. It's start or stop. So, in this case, we're just gonna leave it like that. Engine 1 has been feathered as far as we can. And we've got, that looks like, is that Dover ahead? And we have lost formation. When I say formation, there are only 2 other aircraft, mind. But, oh, God, one of them's plummeting from the sky. Or is it smoking? It's smoking. One of them's got an engine fire. That's not good. We've got 1,500 miles range on our fuel, which is absolutely fine. Quick look at the... We're just coming into Dover now. Can we zoom in on this? No, we can't. Okay, so we're just going to continue up to Alconbury and hopefully get this landed. So I'll see you in a bit. This Alconbury Tower, you are cleared for landing. Taff, we are coming in to land. Okay, here we go. Here we go, boys. See, you can see how the black dots work now when they kind of give you a sense of depth to where the ground is. I would love to take command, but after such a good mission, well, I say mission, we've survived. It's nice just to, you know, let the AI take it down and just finish off. I don't want to be responsible for screwing it up right now. Here we go. Maybe I should have taken command. Bloody AI! No! No! Oh, your comrades in arms mourn your passing. Your contribution to the attack on the marshalling yard aims will not be forgotten. Ah, and there we are. 1 bomb, 1 enemy aircraft, but she's dead. We're all dead. No. Direct hit, apparently. So, you know, at least we did have that. Oh, I can't believe that. I should have taken control. Bloody AI. Oh, there we go. The demise of Short Stuff. After 1 mission, 1 kill. Cracking. Well, there we go. I hope that has been a nostalgia bomb for you guys. Certainly has been for me. Absolutely enjoyed it. Obviously, it's not the kind of game which has the visual appeal to do any more on it, but I said I would do another mission on it, or a mission on it, another video, because I did way back when I started my channel do the opening sequence. For some reason, it's just one of those things that I couldn't find anywhere, and I was having a conversation with somebody. Anyway, reasons being I got it on the YouTube channel. But so that has been MicroProse's B-17, the original one. What a fantastic game. We will shortly be returning to do a second or another series of the sequel to this, B-17 the Mighty Eighth. Hang fire. I know people are getting a little bit impatient and wanting that to come along soon but it will come as soon as we take a break with the Rise of Flight. But unfortunately that is going quite well and people are still enjoying that series, so it's kind of, you know, it's good that you're anticipating the next B-17 series. But please be patient and we will get there eventually. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I know it wasn't very visually pleasing, but hopefully there was something in it for everyone. I'll see you next time.